cannot graduate high school without taking AP Chem.
What the heck? What's going on, guys? Today, I'm gonna be ranking all the AP classes that I ever took in high school, all 14 of them, based off of a number of factors. These will be things such as exam difficulty, class enjoyment, homework, and things like that. You guys are getting the whole package deal with this one. Let me not waste your time, let's get straight into it. So we're gonna start with So before we get started, as we can see our tiers here, give you a little rundown of what they are, if the classes worth every tier, if it was, easy, useful, rough at times, all pain, no gain, and then...
Oh no!
Let's get started here with AP Bio, my first AP class. AP Bio holds a special place in my heart because I don't know why I took it as a freshman, but it was definitely an experience and a half. The memorization part was probably the hardest thing about it for me. The exam, I would say, was pretty difficult, with also, things in the class like labs and whatnot. Those are very enjoyable. I just feel like it was also difficult. I'm between
Why you bullying me?
Pretty useful, but I think we can throw AP Bio in pretty useful. I think we can start that off into pretty useful. The next class we have on here is going to be AP Human. We had a lot of interesting projects that we did in AP Human. So, of course, the classwork is going to be very diverse. Definitely on the easier side of APs. There's not much else I have to say about AP Human. It was a fun class. I enjoyed it. The exam was pretty straightforward. This was my first 4. All in all, we're going to put this in, I think it fits in easy money pretty well. All right, moving on to sophomore year, we are going to kick things off with AP Lang. All right, I feel like this is going to be a little bit controversial. A lot of people will glaze AP Lang and say that, oh my gosh, like this class is like, your everything. It's super, super useful. No, I didn't enjoy this class at all. I was tired of doing rhetorical analysis. I was tired of doing synthesis. I was tired of doing all the essays. For what it's worth, it helped me somewhat as a writer. The thing is, I took the AP exam in 2024, and I don't know, anyone else who took the 2024 AP exam, you can please let me know in the comments. That selfie prompt, I feel like that is the sole reason why I just did so bad on the exam.
Like, are we serious? This made no sense.
As soon as I saw an essay that was asking me to evaluate the importance of selfies and keeping memories or whatever it was, ask anyone who got the selfie prompt and they're telling you it was a mess. It deserves to be in rough sometimes.
It
was just rough at times. It was, I'm gonna move on to this one. Let's get to AP World. I liked AP World. It was kind of just there. Nothing crazy to mention about it. I had a good group of friends in there. It feels like a continuation of AP Human, I will say. The activities we do in there are gonna be very interesting, of course. It was a very easy 4 for me. I didn't do much studying. It's just, you could throw this in with AP Bio and pretty useful. Let's get into junior year. First things first, let's kick it off with AP Physics 1. Controversial opinion in here because I think this is crazy. I genuinely enjoyed AP Physics.
What?
And there's no 2 ways to put it. AP Physics, it killed me. Not only did the labs genuinely make up for a lot of this difficulty that the class offered, I definitely did enjoy my time in the class. There were some days that I woke up, I didn't want to go into the class. I really don't think it was that bad because this is a class that you definitely have to sit down and study for. All the other ones that I mentioned, they were minimal studying apart from AP Bio. But this one, you gotta sit down and really extract the value out of it. This is hard because I want to put it in worth every tier, but I can't put it here because it was not easy in the slightest. Let me not jump the gun. We're gonna put AP Physics in pretty useful. AP Physics 1 deserves a spot. AP Spanish language. If you look at me, you'll see that I am not a native speaker of Spanish, right? I feel like this class is somewhat designed with people who natively already speak Spanish at home and whatnot. I went through trials and tribulations. Now, don't get me wrong, classwork itself is not terrible. You just have to manage it because there's going to be a lot. I've already mentioned this before. Throwback to my other AP Scores video.
Oh my goodness. On the Spanish laying exam, bro, I left the whole cultural comparison FRQ blank.
But It was actually the simulated conversation FRQ. It was going on, and because everyone talks at the same time in it, right? Just sitting in the exam room, just looking around at everyone else as they're doing the simulated conversation. It's been 2 years since I've taken it, and I feel like I've still retained a good bit of what I learned. This class 100% deserves because I definitely shed tears in AP Spanish, but I also definitely took out so much from it. Let's get to AP Lit now. AP Lit. Specifically at our school, they combine the AP Lit curriculum with AP Capstone. So we end up having to do a capstone project at the same time as the AP Lit curriculum. It was enjoyable. The capstone was enjoyable. The readings that we did in AP Lit were also very enjoyable. The classwork is straightforward. There's going to be a lot of it. Nothing to stress over. I also was able to take out a good bit of things from this class. You know, understanding literary context, being able to look at different types of poetry and stuff. It was also kind of easy too. Let's go ahead and throw AP Lit and easy money. A push. AP US History. Because here's the thing with A Push, right? I had an absolutely phenomenal teacher. She was great with the whole experience. And this class is almost exclusively memorization. If you can't remember stuff, it's over with, it's done with. I'm also still tempted to say that the Emancipation Proclamation frees slaves, but I'm gonna have to put A Push in all pain, no gain. It hurts because I really did have a good time in the class. When it came time to test what I learned, AP Chem. So let's get to senior. AP Chem, every single person you ask is going to have something different to say about the class. Now, granted, I took AP Chem in the same semester as I took AP Physics, so it kind of saturated a little bit of what I really could have taken out of the class because I was suffering through both at the same time. It is a journey. Units 1 and 2 is going to be stuff you learn in Honors Chem. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you know, that's AP Chem content. It's grueling, very grueling. You can survive it. Unit 8. Unit 8. I don't know how I got a 4. I really think College Board needs to review my AP Chem exam and look back at that. You want to know why? Acid-based chemistry. That stretch of 2 to 3 weeks was by far the absolute worst experience I've ever had in an AP class. And I wish I was making this up. I wish I was, you know, undermining this. I don't want to do it because it doesn't deserve it because it's so stupidly hard. It's so stupidly hard that I don't want to do it. But AP Chem genuinely has to get before I start feeling bad, I'm gonna have to move on to senior year. Let's kick things off with AP African actually. You know, great class, great experience. A lot of it is prior knowledge because of my upbringing and, you know, things I learned in previous classes. I did learn a couple new things or two that were very useful. I didn't enjoy the exam at all. College Board is genuinely trying to get you to get the questions wrong. AP African. There's also a lot of memorization that goes into it, so I feel like it's in the same caliber as AP US History, except there's a lot more useful stuff. You know, actually, no. I think it deserves to go in pretty useful. It really does open you up to a lot of perspectives that you wouldn't get otherwise unless you took a class specifically like this. Let's actually move to AP Environmental.
I mean, it's alright, like...
Easy class. You know most of the stuff already. A lot of it's common sense, aside from, you know, a couple units here and there that talk about nuclear energy or whatnot. Pretty much a breeze, but when it comes to the exam, it's not a breeze. Let's get to AP Gov. AP Gov was a very easy class for me. It was nothing like A Push. I really did enjoy the class. Classwork was extremely manageable, like most of these classes here. And it was also very useful. I mean, it's very helpful to know how your governmental system works so you can chime in when things around you may not be going so well. I really think it deserves the easy money spot because not only was it easy, I learned a good bit from it. It's a really similar thing with AP Micro here actually because it wasn't difficult. AP Micro is very straightforward. The highest level of math you'll do in there is probably 6th grade math with long division or cross multiplying. It was a great class. Like I actually had a lot of fun in here too with some of the more miscellaneous activities. And I mean for that, I also want to throw it in AP Gov with easy money. Great experience, great everything. Last but not least, the class whose name shall not be mentioned. I'm going to put that here. I will not expand too much on my placement. Not only is it all pain, no gain, there's a tier that had to be put below that. No. In fact, we're not gonna just leave this as no. We're gonna actually add in, don't take it. If you can take AP Stats, if you can take any other class that's a math class that's an AP, take it. Don't take Calc. Unless you know you need to. Let me not get on a tangent. I mean, this is a pretty nice list we have here. Some of these, are maybe a little bit more interchangeable. AP Lang could be bumped up to an A. Classes like AP Chem really be interchangeable with either worth every tier or on the same level as AP Calc. It really just depends on how good your teacher was and how your experience was with it. Yeah, that's my AP class ranking in high school. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Bye!